Today in astrology, Mercury enters the sign of Scorpio. Let's talk about what that means. Mercury is the planet of information, communication, data, and facts. And it was just in the sign of Libra where communication and information and facts is amiable and neighborly and friendly and a bit people pleasy. It's about being in harmony and balance with each other. But now that Mercury is in Scorpio, this is about being a lot more direct and getting to the point, getting to the core of something. This is about depth and subtext and looking at things that are taboo or maybe that you or other people are not ready to share. If there's a skeleton in the closet, Scorpio is definitely going to look for it. This can be a time where you expect conversations to be incredibly direct. If you're connecting with people, this could be a time where you're not talking about how nice the weather is. This could be a time where you're talking about your trauma or like your innermost world, your inner desires, if you're willing to share that, or you're trying to get that information out of people. Some of you will find at this time that you have more interest in the occult or religion. Some of you guys are going to be interested in psychology and how the brain works, sociology, and how people work. There's going to be a bunch of curiosity, but you may not be forthcoming about your own ideas and your own feelings and your own darkness, so just be mindful of that. So, where this curiosity could be a really good thing and allow you to connect deeply with others, here is where Mercury and Scorpio could be a little darker in nature. This could look like being off putting by not building rapport with somebody without trying to get into their depths. It's you got to ask people what their name is and figure out who they are before you try to uncover their traumas. This could be a time where you need to be mindful of being controlling in the way that you think or that you speak. Also, be aware of not letting things go. Scorpio has a tendency to cling and to hold on to things until the wheels fall off. So just make sure that when it comes to your communication style or your ideas or when you're receiving information, that you're not so hell bent on holding on to something that you may miss out on pertinent information. Be aware of being nosy. We've talked about how Scorpio is about depth and excavation and wanting to look into the shadows, but not everything is up for your consumption. So maybe you see things about people, but maybe it's not your place to tell them about themselves, or sometimes people are not ready to hear the things that you are seeing and that you're aware of. So just respect where people are at. Mercury in Scorpio allows us to experience depth in our communication and the information that we receive and give out. Just make sure to have boundaries in the way that you exercise this strength at this time.